is.
He's
Yeah,
in the VC, Sam.
joined. She just joined. Oh, he's left now. You've upset him. Oh, he's back again.
What?
I don't know. He might have changed his name.
No, I
I'm
didn't.
not sure you can say that.
What?
What?
Oh, it's my turn. Why did I take 14 damage?
Because I actually managed to level you up, and when I leveled you up, it healed you.
Oh, oh, right. Right, okay.
You're actually level. You're actually level 6 on there now.
That's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, I will be back in minutes.
Just let us know who your names. Be back in a minute, Sam.
What?
You said I will be back in a minutes.
No,
No, that was a character.
no. It's. If I say, oh, yeah, no, never mind.
He's given up.
I'm not gonna let him get it. So, yeah, yeah.
It's world record percent for 3 minutes after 7 o'clock.
So I haven't heard anything from Shane because he said he had to go into work and he said he might be late, but I haven't had any confirmation of that. He's also normally here well before the rest of you lot though, so I'm going to assume by the fact he's not here, that means he's been called. He's still at work, and he'll be
Who's
a little bit
Charlie's
late.
man?
No. So we'll probably have to get started as soon as Mr. Cormac is back with
What
us.
happened last time?
Oh yeah, I suppose that's important information. So let's find out. Let's go back to my notes. I make sure I get it right. Last time, these guys, well, all of you, to be fair, listened to the magical voices in Erin's head. And went and fought some deep dragons in Craghammer Quarry. Oh no. Is that you laughing away there, Cormac?
Yeah.
Just got a recording of Cormac laughing away to that now so I can send it to Libby.
No, he was saying that it was a world record.
To be fair, I think it might have been.
The world record is Cody joining them, going, "I'll be back in a moment."
Fair. Do we have everyone, by the way, or is Sam vanished? No, Sam's here. Cool. Yeah, so the party fought some dragons and some wormlings in Craghammer Quarry, bested them, came across a magical necklace of some kind that I believe is being carried by Mr. Shifty, but I don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. We'll check when he's here. You bested them. Decided to push a little further into what this voice was in Erin's head, who eventually, after being pleased with you doing as he said, revealed himself, or themselves, to be the Lord of Nessus, also known as Asmodeus, the ruler of the Nine Hells, the head devil, the big man himself. This prompted, I believe, was the prompting from you guys to travel, or to begin traveling, from your castle to Whitbury, the town on the south coast of Salia, where Erin is from. So you kind of decided you'd go back there and have a little bit of a look around. You have paid half of the cost of renovating your castle, which is currently underway. You were told it would take 8 weeks, approximately, and that the other half would need to be paid at the time of completion. When we left off, you had been traveling for 2 days, and we're into, I believe, your third day, which takes us to... Yeah, we are about here, if my memory serves me correctly. I should really have made a mark on the map. So I'm going to do that now, if this would allow me, and it won't. There we go. We are about here. When you were forced off the track by a squirrel, did you say? Ah, I'm just on the map. To be fair, I was more talking in my own brain for a second there because I'm an idiot and forgot to mark where you guys were. But yeah, you were forced off the track by a tree collapsed in the road. You had to go a little bit off road, and in doing so, some of you noticed some snarling creatures who were approaching and seemed to be stalking your party. A couple of you tried some non-combat methods of keeping them off your tail. One of them seemed to get distracted by some rations that were thrown out into the wilds. Another one seemed to fall under the effects of Shifty's sleep spell. And we left mid-combat, as we were beginning round 5 of combat, against a group of them. You are currently in a cart. Cody, this might not be clear, but you are currently in your cart on this scene. Sean is driving the cart. He's currently behind the reins. The others are all stood in the back, and these two incredibly large wolf-like creatures have kind of caught up to you currently, and are attacking. The one furthest back is the one that is distracted by the rations. This one here is unconscious due to the sleep spell. So, we can jump straight back in, I suppose, unless there's any other questions from anyone about last time.
Yeah, I'm fine with jumping straight into combat.
Straight back into it then. In that case, it is Erin's turn. Erin, you are knocked prone in the back of this cart, as one of these wolves jumped at you and got his paws onto you. What would you like to do for your turn, mate?
Can I get back up?
You can. It's half your movement to do so, but I'm assuming you're not moving anywhere really anyway.
I'm just gonna, yeah.
Also, dice are back.
Dice!
Uninstalled the module, reinstalled it, and it started working. So I'm not going to question it. Yeah, it doesn't get better than that. Unfortunately, Erin, as you swing down with your psychic blade, the wolf just ducks its head out the way, and it just sails over the top of it.
I use another one.
Yeah. Same again, I'm afraid. You bring your other hand round and go to the side of the face, and it just shifts slightly to the left and dodges the blade.
Well,
Welp, indeed.
yeah, it's my turn.
Cool. This doggo's turn. He is going to make a wisdom saving throw. And rolls terribly, so he is still distracted by rations. We are missing a Mr. Shifty. Is there anything you guys would like him to do other than slinging something?
No.
He does some, yeah. I mean, he does healing stuff if anyone needs healing. Otherwise, he will sling. Cool. In that case, I just need to plug my mouse in because it's decided it's time for it to die, which is convenient. And he will sling. It's at disadvantage because he stood next to it. But, you know, when does that ever stop him? Make that public so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. And it does hit 7 points of damage on that wolf just above him there. Does anybody want healing? Because he has healing. Cool. In that case, that is everything for Mr. Shifty's turn. Sean, on your turn, you are at the head of this cart. You are currently driving it. So we have been playing it as every turn on your turn, the cart moves forward about 40 feet. And by that, everything else moves backwards about 40 feet, unless you choose to stop the cart.
Okay, I'll just move them.
So everything else moves 40 feet backwards. It doesn't take your action or anything to do that. So you still have an action, etc. It is entirely up to you what you want to do. If you want to stop the cart, last time the consensus was just to keep it moving.
No, I'll just keep it moving next time.
Right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
No? Okie dokie. I was going to say, you do have some ranged weapons, but still don't actually think you have any arrows other than your healing arrows.
I'll be back in a sec.
Someone's got to get him when he comes back. Ellie. I mean, that is an improvement on last time because it hits. So I don't think you hit with a single firebolt last time. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not expecting you to remember. I'm pretty sure if memory serves me right, every single one of your firebolts missed last session. It was picking up on something clearly. It's this winter wolf, and he has a speed of 50 feet, so he is going to dash back up to exactly where he came from, and take a bite at the tasty-looking rogue. Nom nom. Tasty-looking rogue, you are hit. You have uncanny dodge if you wish to use it. Oh man, I need a strength saving throw, please. Ooh, it's a fail. So uncanny dodge halves the damage, so you only take 5 points of damage from that. But you are yet again knocked prone. Ooh, yes. What does that allow you to do? Let's add something, isn't it? Yeah, you can do. You would know from previous example, all this does is it does knock him on his butt. Yeah. Roll a d4 for me then.
Who?
We'll say Ellie roll a d4.
Okay.
You reach out and attempt to influence this situation that's happening. Unfortunately, you are not able to influence it enough to stop him from being knocked on his butt. but you've tried, and that's the important stuff. Yeah, Erin's been chomped a little bit, but it's okay. This one is unconscious. This one, however, has 50 feet of movement and is going to charge and leap over the top of like the back end of the cart. And it's going to land to the side and try and snap towards the barbarian. Who I don't know if they're here or not, but I'm going to attack them anyway. Because that's what good GMs do. Mr. Cody, are you here? Ah. Well, unfortunately, it looks like he has a reaction he can use. I think it times out after a certain amount of time. That is a font of magic. Bye-bye. Hoping you weren't reading that. Last chance, Cody, you here? You know, I'll roll his saving throw for him. But he's a Goliath, a barbarian, so he's fine on the strength save, shockingly, with a 24. He's not currently raging, so is going to take the full 10 points of damage, however, from that bite. Ah, hello, Cody. You've just been bit by a giant wolf. It's taken a chunk out of your arm. But you passed your strength save, so you weren't knocked off the side of the cart. Erin, you're on your butt again.
Can I get up?
You can, yeah. Half your movement, done.
And start slashing at this again?
Sure.
Oh my god.
That does hit that time.
It finally hits.
So you can roll sneak attack as well.
Oh my god.
Fantastic. 21 points of damage there. That is a rather impressive sneak attack. As you just sink that blade into it just underneath its chin. It's not dead yet, though. Oh, that's a hit. 4 points of damage. Nice. Again, it is still standing, but it's looking like it's hurting. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No. Wait. Yeah. There is. Can I drink a potion of healing?
No, you used your bonus action to make a second attack.
Oh yeah, I did. Never mind then.
Unfortunately.
Never mind.
So I'm not sure if you have any potions of healing. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah. Cool. Cool. It's Dumb Dog's time. Let's see if it wants to join in. Hey! Finally rolled above a 10 on its saving throw. It does start moving again. It is Mr. Shifty's turn. Who I believe, for the sake of fun, unless anyone disagrees, is going to cast healing cure wounds on Erin, who is looking a bit rough. He'll stick a second level cure wounds on you, Erin. So you heal 12 points.
Thank you, Shifty.
I can't do Shane's voice, so. Sean, you have a big dog hanging off your arm. What would you like to do?
I was on mute. Moving the cart doesn't take an action, right?
No, that'd be your movement for the turn if you want to
Cool.
just move them.
Okay, cool. So in that case, then I will rage.
Okay.
If I can find where rage is. Oh, here it is. I get 4 rages now.
Do you?
Yeah.
That seems like a lot.
Unless you've put it wrong.
Well, I might have done. This is entirely possible, but I can check in a minute.
And then I'll do. I think it's reckless.
Yep, so it gives you advantage on your attacks. That one hits for 15 damage.
And then can I move the cart 40 feet?
You can do, yeah. You will take
You
an
get an extra
opportunity.
attack.
Yeah, you do have 2 attacks. You will also take an opportunity attack from this dog because he is actually next to you and you're choosing to move. But that's not really been something we had to worry about because everyone else was being forced to move. But 13 damage, and then yeah, if you'd like to move, you can.
I think I'm fine.
You're going to keep the cart where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the cart does not move this turn, which means Ellie, there's finally something next to you. What would you like to do? Other than panic. I blame Cody.
Same.
Okay. And he's not feeling the close quarters combat. I've just skipped a dog, haven't I? Yeah. Forget. You know where the button is. Nobody else does. He chomps you, Aaron. You do have uncanny dodge if you wish to use it.
Yeah, I do.
Strength saving throw, please.
Again.
Mm-hmm. That is a fail. You do uncanny dodge half the damage, and you are knocked on your butt again. As this same wolf seems to just be repeatedly running, jumping to the back of the cart and just slamming its like huge paws down onto your chest, Aaron. As it kind of scratches down your chest, you just feel yourself forced to the floor of the cart again. This time, however, it's got a decent amount of force behind it because the cart did not move. This doggo just spends its action to dash as it has been woken up by its friendly doggo who's finally caught up. This one likes the taste of barbarian. Doesn't have anything next to it? No. So it doesn't get oh wait, but you used reckless, so he gets advantage. Ah, I'm not even joking, I just rolled 2 natural 20s. You have a reaction if you'd like, Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So you reduce the damage by 12 points. You nail your strength saving throw, understandably. So you actually, from that crit, only take 6 points of damage and are not knocked prone. Because barbarians. Nice. If it pops up, it may pop up to say you can do that reaction. It is only once per short rest, so you can no longer do it.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron, it's getting a sense of deja vu here, mate, but you're on your butt again.
Can I get up?
Yep, that you can. Stab, stab. That'll hit.
I just want to pause to go.
That is enough to kill that wolf. How do you kill it?
Yes. I just like sort of like slash at both of its paws and its paws. I can't word. I slash at its paws and its paws come off.
Just dismember this poor wolf. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just bleeds. That's my turn.
Come on, Foundry, sort yourself out. Ah, dead. Haha! Good job. This one back here has to, unfortunately, also spend its entire turn dashing towards you, and then sees its good friend get killed and is potentially rethinking its life. What would people like Mr. Shifty to do?
Probably,
Shout. Cormac, pick a number between 1 and 3.
yeah.
2.
Big 2, yeah.
Cool. Sling. It hits. For 7 points of damage on that one that started dashing up. Seems to be the one you would recall it was under a sleep spell. That seems to have been broken. Sean.
Okay, what do we want to do? Do you want to move?
I mean,
Okay, I'll probably attack this one then. That's all right.
You can move the cart as well as attacking, so.
Yeah, no.
It takes 7 points of damage. Would you like to roll another d20 for me, just in case it's a 20? Okay.
No.
It takes another 6 damage. It's looking
Cool.
pretty hurt.
Can I try move the cart then?
You can, yep. It will get an attack of opportunity on you, because
Okay.
you're moving out of its range, but... it's a 15, which does hit. You need to make a strength save. Oh, you do fail the strength save. You take 13 damage and you are knocked prone, which is a questionable position to be in when you're sat in the seat of a cart. I mean, I'm assuming you're not sat down while you're trying to attack, but we'll say you can move. You can move slightly less distance because you have to get up and kind of get back in the seat after being forced down off of it, but you're still able to move the cart 20 feet.
Cool.
So these guys end up 20 feet behind you. Anything else for you, Sean? Oh, you definitely
No.
shouldn't have taken 13 damage. You definitely should have taken half of that because you're raging.
Personally, I reckon I should have took 0 damage.
That right?
Yeah.
If you say so. Ellie, there's no longer a wolf next to you.
There's a massive dragon next to you.
Yeah. Okay. Roll some d4s. Ick. Yeah. He's looking rough. Yeah. Big damage. Big damage. I mean, you definitely could have rolled worse there. What's that? 3 5s, 2 4s? Love it. Yeah, they seem to be dealing a decent impact. These guys look relatively hurt at this point. There is one that seems pretty uninjured, but also pretty easy to spot. It looks a bit spooked at this point, with everyone else taking such a hit. Anything else for you? Okay. This one does not massively like the fact it's just been slapped around. It's going to make a wisdom save. It is brave. and charges this way and leaps towards the person that just smacked it with magic. So it is going to try and take a bite at you, Ellie. That is, you have got shield, I believe. I can just check because I want to tell you what the attack roll is. That is a 23 to hit. Strength saving throw, please. I'm shocked. You do succeed on that strength saving throw. So you take the 8 damage. You are not knocked prone as you manage to kind of wrench your arm free of its jaw. That's all it can do. This one, pack tactics. Is that when it's adjacent, or no? It's same as sneak attack. Something else has to be adjacent to its ally. He's gonna go for Shifty because he's closest, and because Shane's not here, so I don't have to feel guilty if he dies. However, rolls a 10 total, which actually does miss Shifty. So it brings us back round to Mr. Erin.
I am Mr. Aaron.
Correct.
Can I attack the one? Oh, never mind. I don't think I can, right?
Hmm?
Can I attack this one here?
This one, yeah, you'd be able to probably move around a little bit on the cart to get yourself there. That's fine. You can move to the space next to it.
I back.
That will miss.
Um.
That one hits. You can roll sneak attack damage.
I didn't do that
12
well on
points
that.
total. It's not bad. 4, 2, and 2. It's not far off.
Okay. Yeah. That's my turn.
Is that everything for you? Yeah, you've kind of stabbed towards this wolf again, going for another kill. Ready for the kill there, but not quite getting it. This one howls out at its compatriots. You just hear this kind of pained howl come from its mouth, and it just turns and dashes this way. Seems to dash back off into the undergrowth. What would people like Mr. Shifty to do?
Take a shot.
Slingshot, 1 or 2, Cormac?
Pardon?
1 or 2?
One. Go for one.
2.
2. Okay, the one right next to him. He's going to
Oh, okay,
try
that was
at
the
that
one I wanted to
disadvantage.
go to.
With the disadvantage, that does not hit. He will bonus action throw a healing word at Ellie, who's looking a bit hurt. Bless her heart. Have a healing word. That work? Yeah, there we go. Ellie, you heal 8 points. The word will leave up to your imagination. I don't know what it is, but it heals you. Sean, what would you like to do?
I'm going to. If I move, will I get off the cart?
If you move from your position without moving the whole cart, you will be stepping away from the reins of this cart that is currently moving.
Okay, I'll just move the cart then.
You sure?
For this turn. Yeah, just for
Yeah.
this turn.
Cool. You are able to move it its full movement speed, so you get it a good 40 feet away from these guys again. Anything else?
No.
Oh, Ellie. The old faithful. Can't go wrong with it. That's some damage. That's also some damage. So that is some damage. They are looking incredibly hurt. then they're still barely hanging on. It is a little bit. They are definitely going to make some wisdom saves at this point with their healthy friend running off. He rolls incredibly high and realizes this is the end for him if he sticks around, and is going to dash off towards his wolfy friend over here. And he does not, and charges straight towards Erin. But misses with a 12 total. And it's
Oh
your
my
turn, Erin.
god! Oh, I don't want to go on the ground ever again.
That does indeed hit for 5 points of damage. You don't get sneak attack, unfortunately, because there's nothing else next to it. And you would be laughing if you could see how many hit points it had left. That definitely hits. How would you like to do this?
I kind of like slash it with one of the blades, and then like with the other one, I sort of like try and like sort of do a stab, and I stab it like in the center, just between the eyes.
Straight between the eyes there, yeah, and those eyes just go wide, as it just kind of looks, and then its body just slumps behind you, and the cart keeps moving onwards. Is that everything?
Mhm.
Unless anyone wishes to do anything on their subsequent turns, these wolves are running away. So they both do so. I will still give you the XP for all of them because you've bested them in combat. So we'll do that. Combat will come to a close, and I will shift us back to the Salia map as you have destroyed those wolves that dared come across you. What's the plan, guys? We sitting down for a rest, carrying on. You tell me. Oh, look who it is! Just in time, Mr. Shane.
Oh,
We literally just no, you're all good. Literally just finished the combat. So you okay, Mr. Shane?
yeah, I got a message asking if I could go until 6, and then, like, right near half through the shift, is like, oh, sorry, mate, it's worked away. Can you stay a bit later? I was like, oh, okay.
Brilliant. Nice of them to give you lots of notice.
It was my day off today.
That's rubbish. Yeah, you're too nice. I would have said
Free
no.
shift this week, so I thought I probably could do a bit extra money.
Yeah,
I
fair.
thought, like, 11 till 6 wasn't that bad.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, you just come at the right time. We've literally just finished fighting some wolves. I've used up some of your spell slots.
Go away. Oh yeah. So, Sean,
Yeah,
you know how you like dogs so much?
yeah.
So did you just want to let those dogs like eat you and pet you and stuff? Because you like that.
I tried to attack them. They were quite big, these ones. Anyway, I didn't want to lose
No,
my.
I actually thought they were quite small.
Mm.
Like I think if yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anymore.
He doesn't know anymore.
You don't know anymore.
So what's the plan, gang?
The plan. What are we doing?
We've just finished a combat. What would you like to do?
This is up to Sean. Yeah.
I don't know, yeah.
What were we doing again? I kind of forgot. I was half asleep.
Ah, you missed the recap. You guys are heading to Whitbury, I believe, to have a look into Erin's home and parents' house and stuff. Was the plan?
Yeah.
However, if that was not the intention, feel free to correct me.
No, as soon as you said it, I remembered.
Yeah.
Investigate his demon friend.
Devil. Thank you very much. Not demon. Cool.
Have I heard from him since?
You haven't. No. You have not. Make sure my timer's right. Yeah, it's like nearing 2 o'clock. At this point, once you've finished your combating, you've probably got 4 hours worth of travel still in you, if you're lucky, which should get you a decent way. Can I get somebody to roll? Oh wait, no, you guys would have already rolled for today, wouldn't you? Because
Yeah.
that's how we ended up with a load of wolves. So yeah.
Who rolled? Who
Um,
rolled?
I can't remember who it was that rolled for today. I could probably go back and check if I really wanted to, but that feels like a lot of work.
Me.
Let's see. All the way back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Back before combat. Oh, this is a lot. You guys do a lot of stuff, as it turns out.
Really?
That's some goblins. So that's not you guys.
What?
That's dragons. So that's not you. Just because this is important information, we need to remember, obviously, just to make sure that they don't roll again.
Hmm.
It was Erin that rolled the wolves.
Of course it was.
So you can blame Erin for that one. Yeah, it's a plan just to carry on as per usual. Just keep trekking on, get those last few hours of traveling.
Yeah.
Cool. Can I get anybody that would like to, that thinks they would be looking where they're going, to make a perception check for me?
Well, I would.
Yeah, you'd think being the one that was driving, you'd be
Yeah.
looking.
I'll probably just be like confused and worried and scared that I've had a demon in the back of my head this whole time.
Devil, not demon.
Devil.
Very offensive.
I remember the combat we were doing. Sean was driving and we had wolves chasing us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anyone else rolling a perception check, or is it just Sean with his 8?
Yeah, Sean's doing it. He
Cool.
said he was doing it. Believe him.
Sean, about, we'll say, 2 hours pass as you're traveling. You guys, see if I can move this. You guys are about here on the path now, and you start to see a figure. They seem to be walking by themselves along the path that you're currently on. You guys have joined back onto the main road at this point. You can just see one lone figure, like walking along the path, seem to be heading your way. You can't make out any more details than that.
Right.
Is there anything you'd like to do? Specifically Sean, as he's the one that's seen this.
Guys,
Yes, Sean.
there's a person over there.
Oh,
Do
so
they
there
look
is.
unfriendly?
What was that?
Do they look friendly or unfriendly?
You can make a perception check if you like. See? Nice. Hard to say from here whether they look friendly or not. They do appear to be armed. At least somewhat. They're wearing like a hooded cloak. They appear to be armed with some kind of like quarterstaff or something. Hard to tell from this distance, but
That sounds very friendly.
Drive around them.
Yeah. Can I just try to drive around them?
yeah, they're a couple 100 feet kind of down the track at this point, but as you begin to head down, they kind of put their hand up as you kind of start to head their way. They put their hand up towards you to try and kind of signal you guys. And you notice a familiar looking figure. Do we have a person? Yeah, you notice this figure kind of raise a hand towards you, and as you get closer, with your perception check, Shifty, you notice that quarterstaff on their back looks awfully familiar. As does the beak you can see protruding from the front of the hood. Do you still plan on just driving by and giving them a wide berth, or?
I'll stop
No.
the car.
Stop.
Yeah, Scritch, you see your cart with your party on it, heading down the road towards you.
Their name's Scritch.
They seem to stop 50 feet or so short of you. Sean seems to be at the wheel, so to speak. The rest, the other members are in the back, along with one unfamiliar individual. They're also missing one person. You don't see Brannon there. We have, for those of you, the rest of you here, I've been speaking with Charlie, obviously, to make sure he can come back and to make sure it makes sense a little bit. So we are retconning a little bit that Scritch was not present when you brought Brannon's body back. He was already gone. Just because I had to make that bit up on the fly. No pun intended. Can't hear you, by the way, Charlie.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I just haven't spoken yet.
Oh, that's why. I was like, really hoping you're not saying something. But yeah, you don't see Brannon. You do see a new person. This young-looking female, blonde hair. They all look a bit beaten up, but in general, not too shocking for what you'd expect.
When I finally see Sean, who I'm assuming is probably the person, first of he's driving, but also
Yeah.
very obvious.
Very easily seen, yeah.
Yeah, I will kind of run up, waving. Everybody, finally, I found you. It's been ages. I found you. Oh, so good to find you all. I've had an absolute nightmare. How are you all?
Right, where have you been?
I've been in jail. Do you know what? Brannon is gonna find this story so funny. Where is he?
Brannon's no longer with us.
Oh, has he gone back to? Wait, oh no, he's from Alphaley. Is he?
No,
Was it the priest? Has he gone back to that priest?
No,
Pretty
he's not
killed
with
him.
us.
Sean let him die.
Not
What?
purposely.
He was assassinated. Brannon was assassinated in front of Sean.
What? Where? What? How? Sean.
Don't worry. We killed the people who killed him, but well, yeah, he's. If you want to know what happened, then I'd recommend asking Sean, because yeah.
Sean, tell me what happened. Retribution is not necessarily the same as seeing my friend.
You disappeared. In that night, he told me that someone wanted me to meet up, and he wanted me to go with him, so I went with him. Told me to hang back a bit. Then I heard loud noises, went over there, and he was lying dead.
Who did this to him?
Who did this?
The name.
What was the name of them actually?
Trying to remember their names now. We actually got their names, didn't we?
Yeah.
You did get some names, yeah. There was the Perino family
Reno
Uh,
fam. Wait.
and Abbott Gale.
Oh,
The
so-
Abigail, the guy that I met before, who I didn't like.
You did meet and gave you real big creep vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abigail sent someone in the Perino family to assassinate him. I think that's what we.
Paid
That
him a load
is
of
what you
money.
believe, yeah.
Why?
Because well,
That we actually never found out, right?
yeah. Wasn't it because? No, I don't know, but they.
We
I
may
think
know
they had.
personally, but our characters might not know.
Yeah, we found the Abigail's book, and it said like stuff about assassinating him, like send stuff like that. So we sent what's it called? We faked some pages in the book, which made it seem like the guy that we killed, he killed because he wasn't
Wait,
killing.
who did you kill?
We killed the person who killed. So we killed the person who killed Brannon. Yeah, and then
The only friend was when you put the hit out.
I'm
Sorry,
just-
who are you? I don't think we've met. My name's Scritch. I give a bow.
Yeah.
We've left loads of messages from everywhere. We even sent people looking for him.
Yeah, well, it seems like this abbot has taken one life and nearly ruined another. Indirectly,
Yeah,
I must say, but
We're gonna
he
head that way and find out what actually fully happened afterwards.
well,
Um,
I can't really blame him too much for what happened to me, but I blame him a
What
little bit.
happened to you?
Oh, yeah.
What happened to you?
Basically, that day, you know, when I left, when I guess when Brandon died, I don't. At this point, I'm gonna pull out the bottle of Dragon's Blood whiskey,
Oh, God.
and sort of go like, you know, to Brandon and like start swinging it as I'm talking to you. There's a little bit left. I the Abbott guy, I just didn't. He made me feel quite uncomfortable. I didn't like the idea of him. I didn't get on with him, and he was the first sort of person, like, a bit weird that I sort of met. And so I took a walk late at night around the city just to sort of clear my head. And I met some chaps, very nice chaps, and they said that they had locked themselves out of their house, and they noticed that I was probably quite fleet of foot, so I could help them get in. So they're a very nice house, very big house actually. And so I, you know, hopped up onto the roof and climbed on the chimney and let them into the house, which they're very grateful for. And then some guards came and told me that I was robbing a noble's house and arrested me.
You arrested?
Yeah, I tried to explain to them I was just helping these fine gentlemen who had locked us out of their house, but they were insistent, so they arrested me for a while. And it wasn't until that they sent a letter to the temple and got some letters back from the temple that kind of they were happy that I didn't do anything, because I didn't do anything. I just helped them into the house that they'd got themselves locked out of.
You sure,
I didn't rob any house. No, I just let
are
them
you
in.
sure that was their house?
Well, they told me it was.
They could have been using you to break into a house for them.
Well, they told me it was their house, and I've no reason. Why would they lie? Well, I mean, maybe they lied. I don't know. I was arrested.
Yeah.
So that's where I've been anyway. It took me ages to get out. They had to speak to my mother and some of the other elders at the temple, and you know how letters can take several days to arrive, and yeah. Actually, Jake, how long's it been?
Since you were arrested, would have been 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's probably about right, isn't it?
Yeah, there or thereabouts.
Yeah. By the time I convinced them that I was who I
Yeah.
was, and then I think yeah, and then I guess I was looking for you afterwards. I went to Sean's parents' house and I found that you were on the move, and I've just been trying to track you down ever since.
Oh. But look, I show my hand and there's no ring. I got the ring off.
Oh, did Brandon cut your finger off?
No, Shifty used magic and it finally worked. But
Oh,
then
It's something really cool.
no, and then I show my arm. Then now I've got this, so now he's more connected to me and he can hear me
what
and
is it you
Yeah,
got in
see
your
through
arm?
me.
You see on Aaron's arm, the entirety of his left forearm, like the inside of it, is taken up by a large symbol constructed of 3 triangles that almost looks seared on like a tattoo.
Is it a Triforce type triangles, or is it like a star?
Not Triforce, kind of Triforce style, but it is not
Yeah.
a Triforce.
No, but that sort of yeah.
Yeah, it's
Do I
not like
reckon-
not like overlapping. They're all separate from each other.
Do I recognise it?
You can make a religion check if you like. You do not.
I
That
saw
is
the.
my terrible interpretation. Whoops. We'll forget
Well
those.
done.
We'll get rid of those. No, you do not recognise it at all.
Okay.
So you know the ruler of the 9 hells? I think that's it, right?
No.
Yeah.
What
Oh.
9 hells?
Oh, you don't know hells. So pretty much when you're a bad person, I think you go to hell, right?
What's hell?
Hell is bad place where bad people and demons are.
Nope, devils.
And devils.
This
Oh,
doesn't
so
sound
like,
you when you
like
say it, Aaron.
like jail.
Pretty much, but worse for people who are dead. Right.
They're
And
dead.
then there's
It's
9 hells, right? And then the person who's connected to me, who speaks to me through the ring and stuff like that, he's the leader of the 9 hells, so he's the lead devil.
Oh wow. Just a quick point of.
Love it.
Is that how it works? Yeah.
Yeah, just they keep making more. That's what it is.
Yeah.
10.
Um,
The 10th.
In D&D, is it an afterlife?
I
No.
don't run it as if the hells are an
It's
afterlife.
just a different plane.
They are planes of torture and torment that unfortunate souls are sent to.
Right.
But it's not generally considered the afterlife kind of style that it is in like religious texts.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Great.
That may not be how D&D writes it, but that's what I'm going with.
That's great. This is why you don't do bad things. But why is this person? Why are you getting involved in this bad person?
He's
I
not
believe
the
that's what
bad
we're
person
heading to
getting
find
involved
out.
with him.
Why is the bad person getting involved with you?
I believe that's what we're going to find out. Aaron's parents did it to him,
Oh, I.
and we're heading
He loved him
towards his
so
parents'
much.
house to try and find more information out.
You know what
They
they
love
say?
Owen so much that they want to curse him.
They fuck you up, your mum and dad.
And on other notes, remember the first place we met, Scritch?
Yeah, I do. It was called Castle Volstrom.
Funny story. I have the deeds and own Castle Fogstrom.
Wait, what? Why? How?
I picked them up ages ago. I thought it was just an abandoned place that didn't really exist, and then found out it was true. I thought it was always filled with goblins.
Ah,
And yeah, now actually where I own it, we've started redecoration it. We've made you a nice little nest room for you.
is it up high in the tower?
When we get back, we can put higher if you want. We've got people doing building work on it right now.
The higher the better. The nearer I am to the blessed skies, you know.
We've given Sean the bottom layer for him and his dog to be like little guard dogs, and we've all got like the high up rooms, and we've got like a little shrine for Brannon in the church room.
Well, where is he?
You can talk to it if you want as well.
Is
or
he
ask
there?
questions. His body's there currently. We've not buried him yet.
Okay.
We've just
I was very
attended to
fond
it.
of Brannon. He taught me a lot about life outside the temple. His stories were not his teachings were not necessarily deliberate or
Yeah, but he's dead now, so.
kind, but they were always valuable. So I will miss him greatly, and I blame myself for getting arrested. I suspect that Brandon, if he can hear me or would laugh at the fact that I hopefully laugh at the fact that I got arrested in the way that I did. Uh, I
If
blame
you didn't get arrested,
Sean.
I think the outcome would have been the same.
the person.
I blame Sean. Sean blames Sean.
I don't blame you, Sean. I think you carry too much guilt on your shoulders.
Oh,
I
I
know that
blame.
you have very
I
big
blame me.
shoulders, but you ought to learn some forgiveness, friend.
But I blame me. So
Yeah. Who are you? Oh, okay.
Ellie, you're Brannon's replacement.
No, we don't. No, he didn't. He kind of got arrested, so that's not really his fault. You're just a new addition. That's all. Like you're not replacing anyone. You're just
Brandon's still with us.
yeah. You're just part of the team. You're just part of the team.
And what should I call you? Part of the team. Ellie. Ellie, part of the team. That's my father. Rich. It's very similar. We Kenku have strange habits when it comes to naming, perhaps, or no. You have strange habits. We have great habit. We have normal habits. So tell me, Ellie, where are you from? How did you come to be my friend?
And cheering up, but she didn't do it all. You say that you think you're funny.
They still are. Yeah. Well, so do I.
Who's your new friend? Ellie.
Yes, that was what I was.
Yeah.
Suggesting.
Ellie is all of our friends, even if some of us don't like
In a
them,
way.
Sean. Even if some of them don't like Ellie, they are our friend, Sean. But yeah. Oh God.
No, I can't fly, unfortunately.
Oh,
Brandon's
Yeah.
flying.
Yes.
actually, Scritch,
Yes.
Ellie can actually help with that.
Oh.
Can't Ellie? Can't you like make people floaty and fly and stuff? We all float.
Forgive me, Ellie, as I try to answer this as graciously as possible. Flying is somewhat a sticky point in the Kenku culture. We, as a people, lost our ability to fly. We angered somebody some time ago. Unfortunately, nobody knows who we angered or when it happened or what the misdemeanor was. But we were punished for it. And now we spend. Well, I've dedicated all my life up until this point in trying to find an answer to that, trying to reclaim our ability to fly. So no, I've never flown, and it is the one thing I'd like to do more than anything else in the world. Well, no, that's not true. What I'd like to do is return the ability to fly to my people. Well,
Be 5 to 6 million. I don't know.
yeah, I think there's perhaps 200 or 300 people who live in my temple where I come from.
That's about right.
But there are people, there are Kenku throughout Raxima. To get the content right, continent
Continent
right.
you're on is Raxima, yeah.
Ah, I thought what's the other one?
The other continent is Erendar.
Erendar. That's the one that there's more Kenku in, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Erendar. Sorry, I got the wrong continent. It's okay. It's not your burden. It's mine. I did not mean that as a pun. It was nice to meet your acquaintance. I sort of don't know because I've been deliberately not watching any of the streams, including today, so that I'll kind of come in completely fresh to everything. Which direction where are you actually heading? I don't know which direction you're heading in.
South.
You're heading back to Alphaley-ish, are you?
Down to Whitbury,
Down to
which is
Whitbury.
far
Okay,
south of
cool.
Salia.
How about Scritch? Since we might just met you again, how about you should drive for a bit?
Yeah, certainly.
Sound like a plan.
Does somebody want to catch me up on what's been going on? Where are you headed?
We're going to investigate stuff about my parents
Oh, okay. Great.
because I do quite want to know why I am. My parents pretty much sold me to a not a god, a devil, very powerful devil.
I mean, he is technically, Asmodeus is technically a deity,
Deity.
Oh,
That's
wow.
so he is technically a
I
god.
mean, it makes sense. I saw my father. Sean saw his parents, and well,
With his.
Brandon, I think had that guy had something to do with Brandon when he was a child. He got
Yeah.
killed, so I don't know. Now it's time for you know, we should call ourselves the kids, really.
I don't think my parents are alive. I don't know.
Yeah, but we're still finding out about your parents.
Oh, definitely not.
No, we don't. What? You haven't been killing, have you?
Yeah, we have. No. Oh, also, Shifty. Shifty got his first kill. Yeah. Shifty killed someone with a
Oh,
sling,
you didn't,
I
Gilbert.
think. Oh yeah, Gilbert. That's
Oh no, you know I'm Shifty now, but Shifty
Oh, yeah.
went really quiet after that.
yeah, it was. We also fought some dragons. Deep dragons. And then Sean just went in there with his axe and started murdering the small ones. I was ow. Ow.
You were ow. Who was ow?
Ellie, forgive me. You make the pain of being in jail
More
significantly stronger.
painful.
Oh my god.
That wasn't entirely my point.
She also makes the pain of being alive even more weaker.
What? No.
I'm embarrassed to be with you.
Does Sean yeah, that's definitely it.
Nope.
So, where have you been?
Uh
Well, you haven't been.
what?
But Scrooge hasn't been. But I mean,
Well, that's obviously true.
We went to a
Um,
castle. We went to you know that place where we were first locked up and kidnapped or
we've already
whatever?
gone through this bit.
we have gone through that part, yes.
Oh. What?
We were doing renovations on it. We're
Yeah, we
building
were
up.
doing renovations.
Okay. And then now you decided to come to Whitbury
Yeah,
instead.
I've paid people to do it, and instead of being down while the building work's done, we thought we'd just go in.
Well, I'm glad that you came south because I just knew from talking around that people had seen you travelling north, and I had no idea where I was going. So I was actually heading to Israel personally. I thought that might be where you'd gone back to. So
I think people just recognise Sean where it's so big.
yeah, Sean's hard to miss. We're on the move yet, or just stood here chatting?
If you guys wish to be on the move whilst you're having this discussion, that's fine.
Well, I was to say that if we're not, then I'm gonna like jump up next to Sean and say like, "Budge up, grab the reins," because he said about me driving, and I'll
Yeah.
stop driving.
And you are able to take the reins off him for a bit,
Yeah.
which I'm sure is much appreciated.
Does Sean not like driving?
No.
He's been the only one driving because
Okay.
everyone else has crap animal handling, if I remember correctly.
No, I'll gladly drive.
While we're driving, can I just do mending on any damage caused by the wolves?
Yeah, you easily can kind of
Can so I just
fix any of that.
holes and
Yeah,
in 1 minute intervals.
yeah, absolutely. Cool. Yeah, you guys kind of finish up your day's travel, making your way down south. You get a couple of hours more traveling in before you have to camp for the night. And can I get someone to roll a d20, please? Erin rolled it last, so whoever's next, whoever fancies
I
it.
rolled one, yeah.
Yeah, Sean or Scritch.
Go on then, Sean. Scritch can have the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to click roll. Wait. Yeah, there
Dean.
you go.
Ooh. Yeah. As you're kind of beginning to make camp for the night, Sean, a group of individuals seem to be making their way along this road that you're currently on. They looks to be a decent number of people. Probably from your count and the number of torches and lights, 10, 15 people.
Jake then gets 15 more people to join the VC.
Yeah, 15 more people are going to join it. Just you wait, and all of them are being played by Phil.
Are they all kobolds? And he's only goes like a giant kobold.
Yeah, he is an entire all kobold party. Just you wait. Oh my god, that would be incredible.
He's been having a session every Monday.
No, you actually recognise the as these guys start to make their way through, they're illuminated by a decent amount of light, and you recognise some of the colours that they're kind of got like marking their carts. They are, or you would assume they are, traders from I've lost the name, the Steel Arsenal in Alphaly. Which is the weapons shop you ran into.
Okay, so sell guns.
Yes, it did sell guns.
Cool. So yeah, I know about this place. Are we driving? I'm still driving the car at this point, right?
I know you guys have pulled over for the night
pulled
at this
over,
point.
okay,
You've made camp,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you're about 100 feet off the edge of the road, if that. Just because it's a relatively safe path. They don't look to stop unless you want to stop them.
I'm gonna just watch them, and if one of them like looks over, I will give them a cheery wave and a well met.
Oh yeah, they definitely look in your direction. You guys
In
have
which-
like a campfire lit and
In which case,
that,
I give them a cheery wave and a well met.
Yeah, they call out back to you and go, yeah, evening. Safe day of travelling?
For me, yes.
We did bump into a group of sickly-looking wolves. A few hours up the road.
Oh, all right. Common around these parts, I suppose. Think we might make our camp not far from here as well. In that case, if you all don't mind,
No. We
better
recognise
to.
any of them.
You would recognise a couple of them as being like staff that were present in the shop when you were there. The Steel Arsenal, which is a weapons shop in Alphaly. I don't believe Ellie was with the group when they went there.
Yeah, I don't think I was there either.
I was there, so Eddie was not.
Yeah.
I was not. I don't think I was here that week.
But yeah, I mean, you would be. It's a pretty popular go-to for like adventurers, really, for any weapons and armor, which of course Eddie doesn't use, so you probably actually wouldn't know it. But yeah, they kind of pull off to the side of the road and start beginning to set up their camp, 20, 30 feet away from the edge of yours, just to safety in numbers kind of thing. They do offer, they have some wares on them. They don't have a bunch, but they are carrying some essentials, healing potions, things like that. If there's anything anyone particularly wanted, I could potentially make it appear. If not, they'll keep moving.
Is this one of these things like in a gear game where you suddenly get the offer of healing potions and you're about to fight a big boss?
Something like that. Just you wait.
Yeah, I forgot there was a devil.
How much
mean,
are your healing potions?
The ones they've got are 50 gold.
I think I'll pass. I don't think I've got that much.
Oh yeah, Shifty did spend all of his money paying up front for the renovations. Paid half the cost.
You guys are going to feel the rest.
What do I have on me? Do I have any healing potions? I've got some healing potions ready.
So I
good.
think you guys, for the most part, have actually got a decent number of healing potions, but
Yeah.
you guys rolled this on the roll table, so this is what you get. If there is no business anyone wishes to complete, then everyone can take a long rest. That needs it. Scritch, you probably don't need to click the button, but
The spell slots back.
yeah, everyone else has.
Well, I will take a long rest. I won't click the button because there's no need, but I will
Yeah.
take a long rest for the purposes of not being exhausted
Oh yeah, obviously.
next time.
I've learned some new skills though while you've been gone, Scritch.
Oh yeah.
I can now speak to the dead.
Oh, what has Brian been saying?
Not much.
Uh,
But
ne-
listen
ne-
there, so we can speak to when we get back if you have anything you want to say.
Next time you do, yeah, please. Can I speak to him or through you, or
It's
do
gonna
I?
be through me, yeah.
Okay, just tell him that I miss him.
And another thing, hopefully so we don't lose all our friends again, I can bring you back if you die.
I'll make sure to invite. I'll make sure to invite you next time then.
Shall I just shall I be the kind DM now and just point out to Mr. Shane that that spell that you've got does require a diamond worth 300 gold pieces?
Okay. And also and I've got to do it within a minute as well.
Yeah, just because that felt like important information that you don't want to learn when you're
how
trying
much
to cast a spell.
How much is a platinum to a gold?
10. 10 gold to a platinum.
A gold to a platinum.
Yeah, so one platinum is worth 10 gold.
70 times 10.
700.
So I drop down the 20 platinum, can I get a diamond?
You can drop down to 400, 40 platinum, and you can have a diamond worth gold.
Yeah, I'll
Just
do
so
that.
happens, these guys you're camping with tonight have actually a small stash of gemstones going back to Israel, and are willing
Can I buy a diamond then?
to sell you a decent sized diamond that by estimation would be worth about 300 gold.
I will drop down to 40 platinum. I can res one of you if you die now.
I had to make an NPC in my campaign do that the other day.
Yeah, Cody killed off one of the characters in his campaign.
They got really
We had
sad.
to- Yeah.
So thankfully, the NPC was going to attack them.
See, you've got to take no prisoners. Don't feel pity. It's fine.
Okay.
He put a group
Right.
of level. He put
Let
a
me
group of
let me
level.
make a really powerful combat then.
He put a group of level
Okay.
2 characters against the Yeti.
Seems fair.
Yeah. No, I did make the Yeti a bit easier for you guys.
Tried.
There we
Are
go.
you
You now
sure?
have a diamond, Shane.
I've already taken off the
I'm not
thing.
sure I'm Cody.
Nice.
Funny man.
Right. It is a new dawn. It's a new day. Therefore, I am feeling good, and Scritch is up and needs to roll a d20 for me.
He's not a werebird, is he?
That does happen many of a time.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no, oh no.
What
Um,
happened?
I am going to need a group survival check. Let me see if I can. I can't request rolls because you don't exist on this scene. 1 second. I can change that.
Do we have to?
Well, I'm going to make a prompt thing show up so that I get a group amount from you. But
Oh god. I'm scared.
survival. Request. I think you can all click those. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't have to roll it in my character sheet now.
Oh, also there's a big problem with the people in mine and Cody's and like all the school campaigns that we do. Whenever someone rolls really low on something, it's they always like all start rolling to like because they think something bad's gonna happen. What? Yeah. Like
We'll just stop giving them combat for a while.
no, but like whenever one of them rolls right and it really low and like we go yeah nothing's like there, everyone starts rolling like saying can I investigate yeah
Yeah.
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 It is a problem though, especially when you lock things behind checks and then someone fails a check. It's a challenge. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. See, my go-to with it is you can repeat a check if you'd like, if it didn't work. So like lock picking attempts, I do it. You can repeat the check, but it's a higher DC, and it gets higher and higher each time. Yeah, something like a perception check. You perception check. Someone's done it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The other thing
It's
you can do is like ban the term I roll for investigation and just have people say like what they do. I look around and then use the DM decide whether you let them roll investigation or not. Which is kind of how Critical Role runs. No one ever says like, "Can I do a whatever roll?" And then
except for insight.
except for insight, which that's true. So that means that in the case of investigation, someone says like, "Oh, I look around," and they roll and get nothing. And someone else says, "Oh, I look around as well," and they say, "Yeah, you don't find anything," and that's it. Just a few
right
solutions, but it is a problem. It is a problem. I feel your
Yeah.
pain.
As soon as they roll stealth checks and one person fails, they always go, "Oh, we failed."
yeah like
The other challenge is yeah, it's like it's kind of on the players as well to like not be dicks, but that's also that can be difficult because
That's the point of co-op RPG games, right? you have to have
you have to
a
remember that it's a co-op, including the DM. Not again. It's not all versus one. It's actually the DM is equally like part of the team.
And you got to even think, even if you roll a really shit stealth check, the person rolling perception check might roll lower.
Yeah.
So even if you
Yeah.
think you failed, you still may have passed.
I'd suggest to combat that kind of that specific problem. If you're doing stealth checks and you get the whole party to roll, don't ever say if someone's failed in quote marks there, or like anything like that. You just get the results from everyone that's going stealth, and you just keep a note of what's happened. If you go, oh well, that's you failed it or whatever. Group checks are group checks for a reason. They balance out. If one person's rolled really low but one person's rolled really high, it balances out. They
Yeah.
meet in the middle. So you get the whole party to do a stealth check. You just make note of what the stealth checks are, kind of rough eyeball it in the middle of the range somewhere. And then they can't go, oh well, we failed, so we'll just charge in, or but anything like that. They've chosen to stealth, therefore they've decided they are stealthing into this situation no matter what they roll.
And it adds a level of suspense. Was it enough to pass? Were people listening, or was it not enough to pass? Again, this is something that I see happen in Critical Role a lot, where Matt Mercer will let someone stealth, say, and then 5 or 10 minutes later is when they actually fail the stealth check, when it really matters. And yeah, and I think that works
There
really
is
well.
something to be said about making stealth checks as a reactive thing. So someone goes, I want to stealth in, and you go, okay, you're now stealthing. As soon as something would happen where they actually need to be stealthy, then they roll the check. So that they actually don't roll stealth until the situation is happening, and then that determines how stealthy they actually were up until that point.
Right.
That's a bit of a weird non-official rules way to do it, but I think it kind of can work in certain situations.
Just some food for thought there. But you're young and figuring stuff out, and actually the fact that you're starting to do this now means that by the time that you I don't know, have done this for a few years, you'll be have a whole arsenal of tools that you can do to help guide games in the way that you want to guide games, and that's really good.
I mean, in my case, it's not much to competition there, but
I think you're being harsh on yourself, but yeah, but it's also kind of true.
correct.
With Cormac has the potential to, and I think Cody, are you also running a game?
Yeah.
You both have the potential to be really really good. By the time you I don't know, get into teenage,
I mean,
late teenage forever,
I
because
fully intend in 5 years' time to never have to run a game of D&D again, because there's then 3 GMs at least, and I could just sit back and play stupid characters.
yeah,
Oh.
but it's really good that you're thinking about these problems and trying to find solutions. That shows good DMing actually.
Yeah, it's
Sorry
because
about
we
that
got
20-minute talk now.
yeah, we got we got another new person joining, and we all think they're not going to take it seriously, and they're
Then they don't join in. It's your
Like,
game
we-
at the end of the day. You're running the game, so they come in with the attitude that they fit into the game, or they don't fit into the game.
Because some games not taking it seriously is the way that the game runs, and that's great. But you got to be able to say no, this isn't quite how this game works.
it's like we were doing
Session 0.
we were doing a session 0, and they just didn't turn up, and
They were
I
tired,
messaged, they were apparently really tired, but
but they didn't tell us at all.
Honestly, I would have just said at that point, sorry, you've missed the first session. It's really important. We can't go back again. Next time we have a campaign, I'll let you know.
I'm probably gonna see how they are for the first session. If they're if they don't take it seriously, well, not if they don't, be serious about it, but and well, yeah. If they don't I don't know how to explain it, but
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I also get that you're relatively young, and there are social pressures where saying no to somebody might be more challenging especially if you go to school with them or social activities with them. It's much easier for myself or Shane or Sam or Jake to say to somebody, no, you can't come and play because you're not going to take it seriously or whatever. I suspect.
Mm.
But again, it's really cool that you're deeply engaging in these sorts of challenges.
That was yeah. So, um. So yeah, what were we?
Group
I
survival
can't
check.
remember now.
So, anyways, group
Yeah.
survival check.
Yeah.
You guys have a pretty successful check there, actually. You managed to avoid getting lost on this path. You have a bit of a hiccup on the way where one of the wheels looks like it was damaged by the wolves, and Shifty's mending spell hadn't quite fixed all the way through it. Luckily, you guys spotted it just in time before it broke, so you didn't waste any time having to fix it. So you managed to travel the full 8 hours worth of travel today. Which is down to here. And you are able to get down to where you can make camp for the night. You do make camp for the night, and we will carry on with the next day of travel. Let me just actually get us to the next day. Just so you're aware, Charlie, like we've been doing travel a little bit differently than the first time round because you guys have travelled these roads before and kind of know where you're going. It's just kind of one roll from somebody that rolls on a roll table, and then if something happens, it happens. If not, we're done. I'm not bothering to make people explain how they set up camp for the night, etc.
Yeah, fine.
You guys know the kind of safe places to camp. So it is the next morning. Going around my list of people, I believe it's Eddie's turn to roll a d20. Fantastic. You manage a day's travel without issue. No real interesting passers-by as you're traveling. You just kind of crack on. The horses or the mules, I suppose. Sorry. Seem to be coping well with the more well-traveled paths. This route you're traveling on at the moment, kind of this road here, is incredibly well kind of placed and well kept. With it being like the main trade route that everything travels down. So you managed to make pretty good time and find yourselves, you think, about half a day's travel probably outside of Whitbury. Can't quite see it yet, but you're certainly getting there. To move some time again. Oh, that's wrong. There we go. So for what you hope to be the last day of travel, I'm gonna get Shifty, because he's the only person now since Aaron's rolled that hasn't rolled, to roll a d20, please. Nice. Again, pretty uneventful. It's about halfway through the day, about midday, by the time you guys make your way into Whitbury. You see it coming in from the distance, and down here on the far south of the island of Salia, the landscape is very open, kind of plains. Hence, it's part of the Great Plains. Small rolling hills, but not very steep. Kind of dot the landscape. The grass is incredibly green. It's very lush, very kind of sunny generally on the south of the island. And today is no different. It's a beautiful sunny day. As you kind of crest this last like shallow hill, the path kind of makes its way over. You can see down. It's just an ever so small slope down into the small seaside town of Whitbury. One of you calls this home. One of you has certainly travelled through here before. In fact, two of you, I believe, have travelled through here before. I won't say who. And you recognise this town. Those of you that have been here before or have read about it would know it as a canal-based town. A lot of the travel between districts, between sections of the town, is done on these man-made rivers. With these longboats, essentially very Venetian, very Venice style. canals that run through the city or the town. Not the largest, although it does host the largest port on the island of Salia. One of the very few ports on the island of Salia where most trade goes in and out from. But within a few minutes, you're into basically the entrance of this town. You do see a small gate and wall that kind of surrounds part of this town. It seems to have a few guard present at the gate, and you can see a cart of what looks to be some traders or travelers currently being checked in at the gate. They look like they're delivering some kind of goods. The guards gesture to you to just pull up behind them. We'll get to you in a second. We've just got to finish this. Thank you. And you're just kind of pulled to the side as you have to wait for a second for these guys to just clearly finish their
Aaron's
check.
parents, are they still alive? I think I might have a note reading they were alive still.
You've not been told either way, to be fair.
I mean, I asked last week before we went.
Who did you ask?
Aaron.
Okay, Erin, do you know if your parents are alive or dead?
I don't know. Do I know if my parents are alive or dead?
You are not sure.
When was the last time you were here?
Before we were kidnapped, I think.
Yeah, you live in this town. You have a
Yeah.
small like flat in this town. It's not your parents' house, as far as I'm aware.
Your
Correct me if I'm
parents'
wrong.
house?
But that is also in Whitbury.
Do I remember where my parents lived?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
You're a
you.
resident
Yeah.
anyway.
I think when they put the... I don't remember. When was it?
You mean you don't remember?
No.
1 second.
Also,
Hold
do
on.
you know these guards? Were you well known in the town of Whitbury? Are you as well known as Sean was and is?
I was just like a hunter. I just hunted stuff.
Were you as famous as Sean was in Sterlingfields? Was you as famous as
Probably
Sean?
not.
If you go to Sterlingfield and say you're a mate with Sean, they'll give you sheep.
Well,
We did
I
go
don't want to go to
Sterlingfield.
Sterlingfield.
If we go back to Sterlingfield, I'm digging up Sean's wife's grave. Just so you know.
Why would you do that? Why would you desecrate the grave of a?
No. But now,
I can talk to
because
dead now.
yeah, Shifty can talk to dead, so
Yeah,
Sean can
mine
speak
was
to his wife
alive.
again. But yeah, we're staying here for a little bit.
I can manage she just wants to beat him again.
And we
Yeah.
could take my wife back to the castle.
Charlie, this is the chaos I've had to deal with for the last 6 weeks. This is
Wait.
what you've left me with.
In
We could
fairness,
take my wife
I
and
think
put her back in the
I think
castle.
the biggest problem with the chaos is not the fact that I've been away, but the fact that Sam's embraced the chaos fully himself.
Yeah, Sam's new character is chaos incarnate. It would seem.
Yeah, which is that's the problem.
You missed our staking out a house with
I mean,
Erin and Ellie as a married couple.
God, yeah.
if you can't
Wait,
beat
what?
it, if you can't beat them, join them all, right? Or whatever that saying is. Yeah. Indeed.
So what was the thing?
The
Oh, yeah,
thing.
it was all Erin.
No, do I? Yeah, that was it.
It's been over 5 years at least.
Even
Right,
though you lived in
yeah.
the same town.
Yeah.
They
I
have
thought-
not lived in Whitbury for 5 years at least. That's
They've not
when
lived
you
in
last.
Whitbury.
That's when you last saw them and they left.
Have they got a house here, or is it just your house here?
I think I know where the house used to be. I don't know. I haven't spoken to them. Huh? I don't know. I haven't spoken to them.
So we've come all the way down here to investigate your parents, and they don't actually live down here.
No, but the thing is, we can find out about them. Because I can ask around.
You could. Have you got
Yeah.
any friends here, Aaron? Or were
Wait,
you
but
do I
obviously you obviously lived here as of like 2 months ago at best.
What? No.
Do you know the guards people that are letting us in?
I don't know.
This is excellent.
Probably not.
So you just used to like be a shut-in and just live in a room.
Pretty much. Yeah. I just used to be. Yeah.
Do you live here? Do you live here? Okay. What do you think? You lived here for what? How old is Aaron's character, by the way?
How old are you, Aaron?
I thought he was like really young.
I think I'm like. Oh, never mind. It doesn't sound
I
thingy.
believe you're in your early 20s.
Yeah. I'm in like early 20s.
Or like, yeah. Yeah, early 20s.
Let's say about 23 then.
Sure.
Early
23, 22.
Okay. You got
Yeah.
kicked out when you were 18 then.
No, I didn't get kicked out. They left me.
I think that's like the same thing.
Okay.
Do you ever
Then.
think about trying to find out where they were?
I mean, yeah, I do want to know, but I mean.
How awkward would it be if they were in if they had moved all the way to Botford?
Then you guys can go and do something else, and I'll go on a mission and kill them.
Jesus Christ.
God,
Out
just
of
to be
character
clear,
here,
is
Cormac.
is the plan for you to kill them, Cormac?
No,
Is that your plan?
No,
Okay.
no, it was a joke.
Yeah.
I'm
Cormac,
happy to
outside the thing,
investigate.
Botford was where they summoned the demon.
Yeah, Botford was the place where lots of people died.
Summoning demons. Hence
What if
moved
they
it.
were one of the people there? Oh,
That was
Well,
why.
then they're probably already dead. It's fine.
oh,
And what if that
damn
devil was
me.
one that summoned was your friend and we killed him?
That was an archdemon, right?
That was an
Arch-
archdemon, not a devil. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
That's the
smart.
best
I'm
time to be
smart.
cleared up.
I don't like the guy that the big man in my head. He's like the big he's the big evil hell man.
So,
Has
Aaron,
he
was this the
spoken
first
to
time?
me yet?
No, he hasn't.
Was this the
Oh,
first time you've ever left Whitbury then?
well, I don't know.
You used to like hunt for a living
Yeah,
just outside of Whitbury,
yeah.
but
So you'd have
otherwise
some sort
hadn't
of
ventured
recognition
very
with the
far.
guards then.
What?
You'd have some sort of like general know who they are and who you are.
I guess.
Like, say if you go to McDonald's, you generally see the person that always serves you there, but you probably never speak to them.
Yeah,
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 that
It's embarrassing,
sort
isn't
of
it?
thing.
It's just
yeah.
quite
So.
upsetting. Yeah.
This has happened also 3 days in a row.
Yeah, it's kind of
That'd be
like that, but
funny.
you don't really acknowledge that you see each other. Right? It's just like a
Mutual. That's a bit sad.
Oh, it's just the way of the world.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Your cart is called forth. One of the guards does recognise you, Erin. Goes, oh, I think I've seen you around. Think I've seen you around before. You know the drill. We've got
Yeah.
a check for goods and that. I'm afraid. If you
Okay.
don't mind all hopping off for a second, we will only take a minute at a time.
Can I just point out the secret place that I've got all the the food hidden? Because I think it's like a little hidden compaction. I've got the horse food in.
You've got a little compartment with it in, have you?
Yeah, I'll just point that out so that it's
Yeah, and they give it a quick once over unless there's anyone trying to hide anything from them.
No.
I
Um,
don't think anything's on my cart should be hidden.
Yeah, they're not checking your personal possessions at all. They're
Oh, I
literally
don't
just
think I've
checking the
got anything,
cart.
to be honest.
So yeah, they give it a quick once over. Go, oh, yep, you're all good. You're all good. I'd suggest if you've got the cart, is it going to the docks or are you just staying in the town?
Oh, are we going
prob-
to your house, Erin, or are we going to go in your parents' house?
We'll go in my house just to be sure.
Will my cart fit in your house? Or your garden?
I don't know.
No. He recommends there's a storage facility and stables. That's one of the first things inside the city. He would recommend if you're not traveling to the docks with the cart in order to put them on a boat, then you're going to want to store them there because you won't be able to get them around the city, around the town otherwise.
Okay, yeah, we go there. We're not going to docks. We're going to old house. If you weren't too sure, Erin, you said yeah, if you got like a mayor or anyone that like knows people that have lived here before.
I mean, there would probably be a mayor. I don't know if I would know him
That's why I'd
personally.
ask the guards instead of you. Hence, I'm asking the guards.
Oh. Uh, I don't think I was at the age to vote.
What is the age to vote in your world, Jake?
20.
Be adulthood, so that varies from race to race, I suppose, isn't it? We'll say 18.
So Erin could have voted.
It's just sheer numbers, just you know, pop, pop, popularity contest.
Before we go, can I just ask the guard? Erin, my friend here, is trying to find his parents who like moved away 5 years ago. Do you think there'd be anyone we could contact in the village who would be best suited to find them?
I'll be back a second.
Oh, only person I can think of would be the town master because they keep a record in the town hall of residents for for security's sake. You could go check with them. They're in the town hall most days. Otherwise, no, I'm not sure. I'm afraid.
Wow.
Cool. Oh no, Erin, do you know your parents' full names, or do you just know them as mum and dad?
Do I know my parents' full names?
You tell me.
It's an
That's
awkward
not a
Yeah.
question
question.
I can answer for you.
I mean, I would probably remember their names, but probably not their middle name. Remember their first and last name.
Which is
I don't know my. I don't know Lizzie. Actually, no, I do know Lizzie's birthday. I don't know
Doesn't even know
Nanny's
his own
birthday.
birthday, Sam. How should he know yours?
Yeah, I don't know my birthday. Do I know my parents' birthdays?
Do you know what? No, you don't.
Okay,
You can't remember.
that's better then. No, I don't remember their birthdays. Whoever asked. Yeah,
Did you never celebrate them, or
I don't like my parents.
do you remember where you live?
I think I would know where I live. I'd be quite scared if I didn't. Do I know where I live?
Yes, you can remember where you live.
Get her a survival check.
This is worrying.
What's worrying? Oh God, what's worrying?
Nothing. Don't worry.
Am I being the worrying?
Maybe
Not
you should
at
ask
all.
the town master. You might know where you live, Aaron.
I don't really want the town master to know where I live.
He already does.
Oh,
Yeah, you would know. You are a resident of the town. Your name and address is on record of where you live.
oh,
We got directions. We go to town's master and see if the town's master can tell us where Aaron lives.
what?
Erin
you forgot where you live?
can remember where his house is. He knows where his
Yeah,
house
I
is.
know where my house is. If-
Erin can remember. Cormac cannot remember on Erin's behalf.
So much stuff is going on.
What is your mother's name?
Louisiana.
Yes.
Louisiana.
Perfect. You've said it now.
What?
What?
I'm so confused.
I'm so confused.
What was
Nice.
what's the last name, Aaron?
I don't know. I don't know the
What's your
last name.
name?
I don't.
Aaron
what is my last-
Ringfinger.
Shut up, Mr. Dog Lover. What would my last name be?
I don't know. Why would I know that?
You want to? My last name is.
What last name?
Oh God, hold on.
All my characters have full names.
I've started trying to make characters with full names.
Have I told you Shifty's full name?
Oh God, don't make me do this.
Can you not just pick a name? My full name is Shifty T Untrustworthy.
Oh yeah, that was your. Yeah.
We're not looking for his name, Cormac. We're looking for your name.
I know.
And Aaron
I'm trying to.
Ringfinger.
No, it's not.
That'd be
I
a
thought
little
that
too
was
on the
actually
nose,
your
wouldn't it?
name. What about G Finger?
I don't know anymore. Hold on.
Erin, what's your dad's name?
Hold on, wait, no. Oh God.
We're
Don't.
still on the same bit, Charlie, so don't worry.
Yeah, we've really not got anywhere yet.
It's because I'm being asked so many questions. I don't know the answer. Don't. My dad's name is Falivor.
Alavor. Okay, what's your last name?
Avia.
How am I spelling that?
I don't know. AR
Yeah.
Yeah.
FIER.
Arfier.
Yeah.
Nice. I've made a note of that now, so you are now no longer allowed to forget that. And if you do, I
you'll
will
be
laugh at
banished.
you. Yeah. If you forget it, you have to stop playing D&D.
Oh God. So where have you made the note on this?
I've got a note of it on my Legend Keeper.
Anyways.
I've returned, by
Anyway.
the way, in case anybody had not noticed. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been constantly being asked questions.
If
They
it
don't-
helps, we now have an answer to that question.
Yeah.
Although, don't think you're alone here, Cormac, because I'm sure there is at least one other person in this group that does not have a last name for their character.
Sean.
I don't have a last name for my character.
Oh, never mind then.
My
But
character doesn't have a last name.
that's normal naming procedure for Kenku, right? So
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't have a last name
Oh.
because that's what's her last name. I mean, I'm familiar with it from books from other races and cultures, but not for us.
I'm trying to find my book that has the information on a couple of these characters. Because I definitely have some last names. But yes. What is the plan, gang?
To be cool.
To be cool. Too bad.
And to find my parents, I guess.
That maybe is doable, but we'll see.
Roughly how old were your parents, Aaron, and what do they look like?
What a question.
They're around 40.
Ooh, they're actually quite young.
I think my mum was like 38, and then my dad was like 40, or like 41 or something. Now, I think.
You think?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Why have you?
I would like to just remind you, Cormac, that we are living in a land of make believe, so you can make it up.
Cormac making up information again.
Yeah, because I was asked how old my parents were, and I said 30, 38, 40, sort of like my mum was 38.
30?
No,
I'm
38. I said,
8.
what? Confused. I don't know anymore. No, my mum was 38. Oh God. Oh yeah. My mum was 40. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know
What are you needing the answer for, Cormac?
how old my parents were, and I don't know because
Now
Yeah.
or when they'd left?
when they'd left.
When they left, your parents were both around the age of 45.
Oh, right. Okay then. That's better.
And that was just over 5 years ago. So
So they're probably around 50.
What is the life expectancy age of this world?
Uh,
For humans.
for humans, it would be anywhere between 80 and 100.
Okay.
Erin, however, is an elf.
What's my
Oh,
life expectancy?
I don't know that off the top of my head, but I can check.
Nor do I. I think it's probably like 70 or 80.
I was gonna say, I believe it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm thinking, I've got a weird feeling that Kenkus are really young and don't live that much, because their years are like cat years. I could be completely wrong.
I don't think that's correct, but I can check. Yeah, I think it's the same as normal.
Is it always?
They can live supposedly in a normal law up to 60.
Up to
Is
60,
like
yeah.
their expectancy, so it's
'Cause I-
slightly shorter.
Yeah,
That'd be
so
back
I'm
in the
15,
Yeah,
sort of equivalent to 18, 20.
yeah.
in
They're
human,
said to
yeah.
reach maturity at about 12 years old. So
Yeah, I think I'm 15.
about right.
So I'm a couple of years delayed from when I should have gone on my Soaring of Soul, which should have been about 13 to 14, and so I've gone a bit late. for reasons. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely. I'm not sure. I can't find it anyway. But yes.
Oh. Anybody else want to tell me their age whilst I'm making note of it?
I'm pretty sure
Um,
I'm pretty sure you had my
I
age.
did, I
in
did
here.
have that
Yeah.
somewhere, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's 15.
I have my
it's
age
fine.
down
I
somewhere.
have all this information somewhere. How old do you want to be? I'll write. I'll write it down on my
26.
Legend Keeper, and that makes it official. Is that 26? Is that Sean?
Playing bingo. Yeah. It's like
And
playing bingo.
Sean, what's your last name?
Um. Horn.
I'm sorry, what?
Horn. Horn.
Nice. Yeah,
I did not hear that.
I misheard that as well.
Sean Horn. Am I correct in remembering your wife's name was Sarah?
Yeah.
Would you like me to make note of parents' names? Because I can't remember them,
No, I can't either.
but I definitely told you some of them.
They were just Sean's mum and Sean's dad.
Cool. I'll get you some names and come back to you.
Yeah, I'll find some names. Oh, do you want me to find some names?
You can do some names and let me know. That's fine. Yeah, it's good. God, is it session 27? Look at us go. Look at us go. Anyway, you are directed by the guard to to leave your cart and your horse at the stable. You are asked by the stable hand, a quite old halfling looking lady. She kind of leans over to you all and goes, and how long will you be staying in the town?
I look at Aaron for the answer. How long do you think it take to get information from you? About your parents, Aaron?
Oh dear! I'm very sorry to offend if I did. I was simply asking to see how long you needed to have the mules kept and fed for. It's a problem, dear. Not a problem. Well,
Aaron, pay up.
can I ask how many days would you like to pay for boarding for? It's 2 silver per day. I know. We had to raise the prices slightly this year, but got to break even somehow. We would rather pay in advance, but if you need to, you can pay when you leave. Make a persuasion check for me, Eddie.
I have money.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yes, you do. Oh yes, dear. That's absolutely fine. I can work that for you. I just need a name to register the mules under.
Sean.
I
Sean.
would have said Aaron.
Ellie Smith. Okay. Not a problem. I'll put it under Sean, Erin, Ellie Smith. So we've got all three of you on there. And just if you remember that you've kept the mules here, so we don't end up with them left behind.
Wait.
Please, you'd be surprised how often it happens.
So is it under Sean, Aaron, Ellie Smith, or are those the three different names that we can say?
I put it under all three of those names. Either of the three of you will be able to
Oh,
Come,
okay.
come collect when
Okay,
you
I
leave.
thought we had that one
If we
sentence,
don't
and I'll
come
click
back,
forget.
can we pass on Aaron's address for his house that's around the corner?
You could leave an address with me if
Any issues? Here is Aaron's address.
okay. What is it?
Aaron?
I'm not gonna make the. That's mean.
Oh.
Yes, you pass on your address, Erin, as long as you're happy to do so. Well, we would have to likely sell them on to another party. Can't keep them
Discount
forever.
price, or...
We would just be looking to make back the money we would spend to be keeping hold of them.
Is there currently any spare ones? I'll ask them to come back. But I could be interested in taking any spare ones off you. But
Well, there's the feed. We have
Hello?
to employ people to clean the stables. We just about break even on 2 silver a day. Go for it, yeah. I mean, you have no reason to not believe that she's telling the truth. Seems like a lovely old lady. Well, it's a business that needs to be run. Doesn't make it profitable, unfortunately. But yeah, you are able to leave your horses with them. It is the 5th of Soliel, the summer month. So we'll make a note of that is when you have left them. I'm trying to start making notes on the calendar that I think you guys might be able to see some of for like holidays and things like that when I remember. So you can potentially see some of those if you click through the calendar, but yeah. Cool. I guess in that case, you guys can come over to this. I'm gonna make it visible before you say anything. Ellie dies.
Pretty map.
Yeah. So you are all of like the greyish kind of lines on this are canals that connect a lot of the districts of this town. It's kind of split into sections. A lot of it is residential. There's shops dotted around about, a couple of taverns spread across the town. Where are you headed?
which
When I was
one
here
is
last,
Aaron's house?
Oh, when you were here last, yeah.
I wasn't here for very long, but I'm assuming I stayed in some sort of tavern at least overnight.
Yes, yeah. When you got here, you would have stayed at the Jolly Prince, which is the tavern on the east side of the town.
I will pass on the fact that I stayed in the Jolly Prince before, and it was okay. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was all right. Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing to rave about, but it was comfortable enough
Yeah.
and it was cheap enough.
If we need some
Aaron's
lodgings, then maybe
got a
that's where we should.
house.
What was that, Shano? I didn't catch that.
Aaron's got a house. I thought we were just gonna kip there.
Oh, yeah, we can. That's just what I would. I just let you know that that's where I've been.
Aaron's got like a mansion, I heard.
If he remembered himself.
Just forgotten to bring himself on this journey.
No.
Aaron, have you still got your house key?
I'm guessing I would.
Yes, you do.
Town
Master.
like where Aaron's house is.
Yeah, Town Master.
So what's the thing about Town Master? I'm assuming I might have been away when you were talking about that with the guard. Cool. Yeah. Should we go and drop off our? Do you have much belongings? I don't quite. I mean, I don't have a lot myself. Right.
To be
So-
fair, say we go to Townsmaster and Aaron hasn't got a house here, we might end up just leaving the town straight away. So might be just to see the old thing first.
I've got 1,000 gold.
You probably don't now. That 1,000 gold was being spent on our castle.
That's what I thought was happening as well.
Well, currently the only person that's spent any money on the castle is you. Sean. You paid the 2,000 gold up front, and there's 2,000 gold left to be paid in 7 weeks' time.
I'm sure Sean said he was going to pay some. Ellie said she was going to pay some.
Yeah, I mean, you guys had
I've
enough
got
money
50,000.
between you to pay that.
I'll pay some.
Didn't the guard give us directions?
You're going to the town master, are you?
Yeah, Aaron
Probably
can't
at the
remember where
town
he
hall.
is.
Cool. You kind of make your way into the town, I suppose, past a couple of the buildings, and you basically the footpath you're walking on just kind of stops, and it's just like a waterway in front of you, and there's this younger looking human lad kind of sat in one of these long boats. And he kind of looks up to you and he goes, "Oh, are you visitors? You travelers? Do you need to get somewhere?"
Don't you recognise Aaron, the town hero hunter?
Oh, I'm afraid not, lad. But
He lived here for a good 22 years. He was like the master hunter of this area.
I don't really interact much with hunters, I'm afraid.
But if
Do you
Aaron-
need a lift somewhere? Do you guys want a lift, or you ain't gonna get much further on foot, I'm afraid. Hello.
Um, yeah, we're going to the town master, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let them know.
Oh, I can take you to town master. That's fine. That's fine. That's in the central block. So why don't you all hop on?
Well, how much do you charge for your
Oh, no charge, no charge.
Oh, I should know this anyway, wouldn't I?
Yeah,
Is
you
it
would
free
know.
for
The
Aaron the hunter.
Sure. Yeah, I mean it's free for everyone, but if that makes him feel better, sure. Oh no. Those of us that use the boats around the town. We do so for free. It doesn't cost the users anything if they're visitors to the town, but our daily wage is paid by the town. So there's a small tax that it costs to live here, and that goes towards and contributes towards basically paying us to do our jobs. Sure, let's go with that. Yeah. Yeah, that sounded very, very odd. I mean, you guys could do anything you like in this game, but your stepson is in this. Cool, Sam. Moving on. You all hop in. He looks up to you, short as you go to step, and he goes, "Oh, carefully, big man. Watch yourself. Don't want you tipping the boat over." And you do notice it sinks a good extra like inch into the water once you're all loaded in, and kind of rocks a little bit. But you see he grabs hold of this rudder kind of contraption on the back of this boat as he's sat there, and you see he also just leans over, and you notice he just fiddles with some kind of device on the back of this boat that you hadn't spotted at this point. And just this small rune starts to glow at the back of the boat, and it just ever so slowly starts propelling itself along. He's got the rudder and he's just kind of steering it. Has to steer it out the way of a couple of these boats that are parked up. But as he starts driving along, he turns to the rest of you who are kind of sat in this boat. He goes, "So, what's your business in Whitbury, if you don't mind me asking? Beautiful town, beautiful time of year to come see it." Oh well, I'm just passing time, you know. Lonely job, really, unless you got people on the boat, unless you could talk to them. It gets a bit repetitive, so.
I'm sorry for my friends.
Oh no, she's right to be
abruptness.
defensive. That was a very abrupt question. I get that.
We're visiting on holiday. I actually passed through here not several weeks ago, 2 months ago, maybe.
Oh, did
And,
you? Oh, very nice.
Old Erin here is a native of the town.
Oh, you're a local, are you? Oh well, welcome back in that case, sir. Hopefully this my boat ride is just as good as the usual. I mean, I'm happy to take you on the tour if you like, or I can take you directly to the town hall. That is your choice. It is up to you. You are the ones using my fine service.
Let's just go to the old master.
As you wish, sir. Not a problem at all. We'll get you there nice and quick. Best thing you'll notice about this town, everything where it can works on a nice one-way loop system, so you don't ever end up finding yourself facing a boat that's going the wrong way and having to go backwards, because these things don't go backwards very well, and that would be a pain. So let's get moving, shall we? And you see he puts his hand over this rune again, and like twists it slightly, and the boat just begins to speed up along these canals. Unless anyone has any questions or anything to say.
Have you ever been to Venice yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
I am aware canals don't normally need propellers to go across, but
No.
yes. Yeah, you do have to pass a course. So I am what you call attuned to this boat. It works on a specific link to a user, so only I can currently use this boat. Unless you are attuned to it, you cannot use it. But yeah, the magic sigil works on basically moving. Special type of magic that was developed just for this. So. That is why, and he points underneath two of the benches, and you can see two wooden oars strapped. And he goes, "That's why those exist." Yeah, safety first. You know, we've thought about these things.
We've also attuned to it ourselves, I suppose.
Yeah, you could try. I'd recommend you don't do it whilst I'm trying to pilot. Probably ask you to get off my boat. Be awfully rude, wouldn't it? Right, I know you don't mean anything by it. Just so you're aware, it's generally bad practice to try and attune and steal someone's boat whilst they're currently sailing it.
Wait till they're not in the boat and then attune.
I mean, that is also generally considered pretty bad practice, but at least I wouldn't have to see it. Anyway, yeah, a minute or so of being on this boat, and you've noticed like traveling across this town is quite quick on these little boats. But yeah, a minute or so passes, and he pulls up, stops the boat outside of this kind of low section of the town where you are able to hop out in front of a large building. Seems to have some guards stationed around it. He goes, this is the town hall here. You'll find the town master inside. If you have any questions to him, you can go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and hang around here just in case you find folks need a lift anywhere else or someone else comes out here. If you're too long, I'll be gone. But pleasure to meet you all. Hope you enjoy your holiday. If you need anything at all, just grab one of us. We're happy to help. You see, this guy's been pretty cheery this whole time. Like he's had a big smile on his face. I've kind of taken these questions stride, and you say that, and his face just drops. It's just like, and just looks to be just in deep thought.
We'll be hope to seeing you again soon. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm gonna usher.
Yeah, but bye? Bye.
Ooh.
I mean, you just straight up ruined that man's life. Yeah. Anyway, stood before you, yeah, this large, kind of quite ornately designed building, it would seem. The stonework on it seems quite impressive. Steps kind of lead up to this large front door with a couple of guards stood either side of it that kind of eye up your odd-looking group as you make your way up the stairs. One of them kind of steps forward and just what's your business approaching the town hall, guys? What can I help you with? Well, in that case, you are in the right place. Do you have an appointment with the town master?
Do we?
Okay.
Oh, we don't.
No, don't.
I'm getting
Oh.
some mixed messages here.
Sorry, I just looked out. I just looked out my window and I saw a flash of
Lightning.
white. Yeah. No, we don't have an appointment with the man.
Oh, do you know the person's name, Aaron?
Oh, I didn't think we did, but perhaps I misunderstood. I'm sure that Ellie is right. She
Oh.
has no reason to lie.
Oh, sorry. Yep, sorry. I thought we had.
Right.
Yeah,
So
we
so
do.
so you're saying you do have an appointment. You're saying you don't. You're saying you thought you didn't, and now you think you do, and you've just changed your mind and said you do, even though you've been telling me you don't.
No. So pretty much what happened was we were in a neighboring town yesterday trying to find them.
What
So-
town?
Oh God, what's the name of the town? Hold on, mate. What's the one? It's the one right next to us.
What's nearest town to here that I've been through?
So
Not gonna lie, to be a little bit of a dick, I did just remove the Salia map from the navigation so you couldn't go over to it and check.
Damn it.
Legend Keeper. Legend Keeper.
Sterling. Oh, Alfley.
Alphaley. Yeah, Alphaley.
I'm sorry, did you say prison?
Hope.
So pretty. Yeah. We have.
Yeah, I alms to the poor or something. Wait, no, I'm not lying. I got caught up in some business accidentally. It was all sorted out by my temple. Don't worry.
You lot are weird. I'm
Don't you recognise
confused.
Aaron, the master
confused.
hunter of
Trust
Thalia?
me, as somebody who does not come from this culture, a lot of people are weird.
Yeah, Aaron here,
Be back in a moment.
master hunter Aaron, the town's treasure.
He looks a bit confused. Um, Yes, the town master is very precious about his time. What did you say his name was again?
Erin O'Furry. Have I got that right, by the way, Erin?
That is definitely not the name of our town master.
Oh no, sorry. I thought you asked who the appointment's name was under.
Okay, I'm gonna get Ellie to make a deception check for me.
Erin.
I'm quite sure you would disadvantage of how crap that lie is.
No, the DC is just a lot higher. He looks you up and down, Ellie, and your father? And who would that be? Try me. He just looks down at you at this point.
Was your dad Eddie Horn?
Okay. There are 4 guards outside this door, to be clear. Okay.
So are you a sorcerer? I don't actually know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And subtle spell removes the VNS, doesn't it? It removes verbal and somatic components with subtle spell, doesn't it? Cool. They have to make wisdom saving throws. That's a fail. That's a success. And that's another fail. So 2 of them fail. The one you're talking to and one of the ones to the side you've picked both fail. Another one, you feel the spell not quite take hold. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Wait, but this person's a friend of your dad. But how do you know he's a friend of your dad if you lost all memories? That's not my name.
Oh, you poor thing. One of the other guards at this point who's clearly started taking interest into this strange talk that's going on goes, "Oh, come on, mate, you can't be buying this bullshit, surely." And he turns around and goes, "Shh! Oh, she was clearly in some kind of accident. That's so disrespectful. Go on, love. Come on, carry on. Tell me your story." Oh, that's awful.
Of course you can't.
Oh, let me see what I can do. I'll check that straight away for you. What did you say the name was for the appointment was under? It's under Scritch. Okay, I'll go in there and check for you straight away, my lovely. You just wait here with your friends, and I'll check that for you. And he goes and walks towards the door.
Melly, did you ever meet my friend Brannon? Was he keen on you? No, but that's Brannon.
Yeah, he was dead. We spoke to yeah.
Fucking hell. Jesus. I know he's dead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
By the way, well, move away from the guards. You didn't actually need to lie because we could have just probably got in.
Yeah.
Aaron's
Oh,
a big deal around here.
genuinely, you guys would have had no issue walking into this place had you just walked up and gone, "No, we haven't got an appointment. Yes, we want to speak to it." But you acted so suspiciously in front of these guards that they've made a deal out of it now.
You see, sorry, I take umbrage to that. We did not act
Sorry,
suspicious.
one of you acted incredibly suspicious.
Aaron's got his fans in the House of Parliament.
This guard comes back out of the door at this point. He walks back up to you and goes, "I'm terribly sorry, love. I've just checked. We haven't got an appointment under Scritch. That's not a name that's on our list for appointments with the townmaster. Are you sure you have an appointment?" Why, I checked the list of appointments on that the front desk has. No, I haven't spoken to him. He's very busy. Oh, I understand that. You said you were here to check town records. That's
Test appointment for Elrin Elridge. Is that your full name, Elrin, properly?
Are we going back to this? Erin, what's your full name?
Well, you said earlier, but I can't pronounce it properly.
It was something like oh god, don't.
It's spreading clearly.
Wasn't it like F and
Elrin
Oh my
Effenhog.
God. Elrin RFA is what I got.
yeah, Aaron. Yeah.
Mother
Just-
is Louise Ann Effenhog, and father was
It's the amount of chaos that's been happening every single session since I sort of
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh no, these are actual
Poor-
names, by the way.
Poor
Ellie.
Jake.
Elrin's actual parents. I don't think he had anything else. I think he was a small.
If Bob was his uncle, what was his aunt? This is contagious.
Try those names. He lives at, and I get Elrin's address as well. That's where he lives. If it's on the name there. But he forgot his parents' house number.
Right, tell you what, and he looks back towards you, Ellie, kind of ignoring everyone else in this group at this point. Seems fixated on you. And he goes, "Tell you what, I didn't see you on the list, but I don't think there's anyone booked in to see the townmaster in the next kind of 30 minutes or so. So shall I go see if I can work out just a quick meeting for you, just to see if you can go in?" Well, I'll see. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Do you know what? For you, I will see what I can do. No promises. No promises at all. But we'll see. We'll see.
56 minutes is a very specific time. Why is that?
Correct.
I see. But
Well, is it? How could you remember? How would you know?
well, I met you more than 56 minutes ago, and your memories haven't. This is the first time I'm hearing about this. Oh, but surely it was convenient information when we first met for you to tell me who you were. Sean, do you have Sean? How I Gilbert Shifty. Could you heal our friend here?
You can't heal stupidity.
Oh, why is that?
Some things are unhealable.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry to hear that.
I will work on it like I did with Aaron's finger, but it seems coming worse, and now he has a curse all over his body. Why don't you go back to speak to your friend that rows boats?
Oh, I
You
don't
got on
think
quite well
so.
with him.
Because if you go back there and you forget, we might not never ever find you, which would be
2
a
seconds. I've got a great idea.
shame, wouldn't it?
Have we got a bit of paper? Can I write a note saying, if goes wandering, please return to the boatmaster?
Yes. I mean, the guard you were speaking to has vanished back into the building at this point to go see if he can sort this out for you. So, this whole conversation is happening purely for the 3 guards that are left that are just kind of staring in amazement.
Can I write a little note and put it around Ellie's neck?
Little label. Yeah. But yeah, like 5 minutes or so passes. And the guard comes back out again. He's got, I've sorted out for you to come in and speak to the town master if you like. He's got the town record and that ready for you, like you asked. So,
Thank you.
do you want to come with me? And he leads the 5 of you inside. Quite yeah yeah.
Oh, oh, I'm not very good at lying. I still don't understand the cultures of your people. In fact, I'm thoroughly confused about everything that's happened since I've met you. In fact,
Pardon. Sorry, I'm back. What?
is that a feeling you have a lot? No, that so this will all play out fine.
If in doubt, burn it down.
Is this a conversation you're having in front of the guards as you're walking through the town hall of this town?
Apparently so.
Are you attempting to have it quietly? Okay.
I can't hear him, so my point actually was never there because
Okay.
I'm probably up front near the guard.
Okay. Cool. You are led through this quite lavish looking, like reception entry hall area. kind of make your way into and led into like a small office where you see this half elf gentleman sat behind a desk, and he goes, this is the group you were just telling me about, was it? Thank you. And he kind of waves his hand to tell the guard to leave. He goes, and looks up to you guys and just kind of sits there and chuckles with him. I've never seen that guy so happy in my life. Please come in, sit down. How can I help you?
Do you remember Erin here?
Oh, I know Erin. Yes, Erin's a citizen of this town.
We've come investigate his family. His mum
Okay.
and dad. Do you know where they went, or if they still got a house here that we can?
Why don't we check my books? If they still own a property in the town, it would be on record. And he goes under his desk, and you hear him fiddling with a drawer for a second, and pulls out a rather large, like leather-bound book. And he starts flipping through some pages. And goes, right. What were their names? What's the family name?
We all stare at Erin probably at this point.
The family name is. Hold on, wait. I need to remember how you spell it. Is it Aphia?
Perfect. I can work from that. Right at the beginning of the book as well, if it's kept alphabetically, not a problem. Let me just see. Starts flicking his way through, and he goes, there's Erin. Right, I found you. You have your own house, it seems, because I have
Yeah.
a second lodging under the Afier name. A Falivor in Louisiana. Is that them?
Yes.
Would they? It would appear they do still own property in the town. Though I have a little note next to this to say they no longer live there, but wanted the house kept. I'm
Are
afraid I
we
don't.
allowed to enter it, or is that not legal? Is Erin's name sort of on the release or not the releasing?
Oh, that is a good question.
Because the parents had some information that Erin wanted and where he lived there. He left a special notebook in his old bedroom he wanted to get to. And if they've not been there for 5 years, it's a bit hard to get in.
Well, we could see what we could do. Unfortunately, I don't keep keys for houses because that would be improper. It would be unsafe.
I'm sure Erin used to say they used to hide it underneath one of his favourite little gnome.
Oh, if he has access, we would have no reason to stop someone who has access to a building going in. It's his family name.
Fine. So obviously, where we don't live there, if we just only see us walking in, so on.
No, I'm sure if there's any questions, they'll let the town's guard know, and the town's guard will let me know, and I'll let them know.
Erin
Obviously,
seems
that
to
it's
have
all
a
okay.
memory issue as well. He can't actually remember where the house is, even though he lived there for so many years.
Oh, shall I write it down for you?
That would
Yes,
be nice.
please.
And his address, because he doesn't remember that either.
Right. Okay. He writes both down on a little like business card style like flashcard thing, and slides it over to you, Aaron. He goes, "There you go. That's the information's all there for you."
Do you actually have any future addresses, or do you think we'll be able to find that in the house?
What do you mean?
Like where they moved to?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm afraid it's
Hopefully we'll find something there, and then.
as far as I can tell, it's not anywhere in the town because I don't have them on record.
And
So
then can I sleight of hand whisper to him, like something, without anyone else hearing it?
you can make a stealth check if you like.
Cool.
What are you? Do you want to message me what you're whispering?
No, because I would make it amazing if they even hear it. They're expected to be grandparents, and he wants to surprise them.
What?
Hopefully, Erin is stood near Ellie.
I didn't actually hear what you said. What was that?
Expecting to be grandparents, and he kind of wants to tell them.
Oh, how exciting! Oh well, I do hope that you managed to find.
If you remember anything, it'd be great help.
I make a persuasion check. Honestly, I wish I knew so I could tell you. You seem like a really charming young fellow. You all seem lovely.
And
I,
yeah,
I just I don't know. I'm afraid. If I find any information, I'll be sure to pass it along. But yeah, unfortunately, at this point, I really don't know.
is there anything else you wanted to know, Aaron?
He just like wide-eyed at that exclamation. I'm sorry. What was that? Not as far as I'm aware. No, that would be quite improper for a upstanding town such as this.
We've had some bad experiences in town recently.
Right. Okay.
Never
Do you know
go to
what?
Botford.
I won't press any further.
Don't go to Botford if that's any help.
Okay. Thanks for the anti-recommendation. Is there anything else I can help you guys with? A little, as much as most learned individuals would, I suppose. Why? Do you have any? What's your question? Oh, I know a little bit. It's my job as the town master to read things, to learn. What would you like to know?
I would like. Uh, sorry.
Aaron just dies.
I'm not sure if
Yeah, Aaron
no, I
collapsed.
think Aaron was actually speaking Abyssal then.
Yeah.
I would like. So, do you know anything about like the what's his name? Oh God, the big devil, big leader of the nine hells or whatever.
Oh, Asmodeus.
Yes. Oh God. What do
That's
you
it
know
in
about him?
Abyssal.
Yeah, what do you?
It's not a topic that's generally talked about much in civilized locations. Asmodeus is the lord of all the nine hells. Thought to be a trickster, a liar. The stories of those that interact with them don't tend to end too well. There's some great stories that come out of it. Yeah, all round pretty nasty stuff. Why'd you ask?
Oh my God. Like I've heard like I read a little bit up about him. He does like what are they called? Deals. He does like deals with people.
Yes,
Quite a lot of deals.
that is a pretty common thing with Asmodeus is that he likes to strike bargains with mortals. Generally makes deals with them and then turns them on their head a little bit or twists them to get an advantage.
Do you know this? If there's any way to break the uh things without being hurt? Or
Oh, I'm afraid all I know is pure speculation on the hells. I
oh,
haven't studied them in depth. Just the
oh,
passing stuff that you learn at school, you know.
okay.
Oh, I wouldn't say doomed to die. Doom. They're well, and this may not be true, but this is what I hear that Asmodeus actually generally takes the soul in its eternal form as payment in a lot of these deals. Uh,
Yeah.
it's thought that his army, his followers, are mostly enslaved souls that he has made deals with in their lifetimes. They have bountiful lifetimes, and when they die, their souls are taken as part of the deal. It's wild stuff, really.
Theoretically, they become immortal.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, Oh, there's a handful of great stories from well,
You know a lot
these
about Asmodeus for a town master.
well, I deal with the law of our our plane of existence. Yes, it's a an area of inquiry that I've had. I find it fascinating.
Oh, is there cultist to Asmodeus in the city? Is that why it's an area of inquiry?
God, I hope not. That'd be awful. I've read about some of the stuff that the cultists to Asmodeus do. It's horrific. I'm very confused about this line of questioning.
Anyways, they're just being a bit weird. They're always like this. But if like if you were to find out like there was like a secret cult following under the town of like him Asmodeus, would you prison them? What would you do to them?
Oh yes, certainly they would be imprisoned if that was found. The worship of Asmodeus is well known to be an illegal practice in Raxima and Erendar.
No,
Excuse
no,
me.
no. Oh God.
I have never had to think about it. I'm
Um,
quite content in my life, to be fair.
could I draw like a little sketch of the symbol sort of thing?
What, the
Um,
symbol that's on your arm?
yeah.
You can, yeah.
Um, do you know like anything about this? Because I know it relates to him somehow, but do you know what it is?
He looks very concerned for a second. As you bear in mind, he has literally known you guys for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Aaron, he does know of you because you've lived in the town, but he looks up to you and goes, how do you know how to draw that symbol?
Could I just like scratch at my arm a little bit, like, and then like while scratching, like sort of like a reveal it a little bit, like saying, and then stare at him and just say, "Yeah, I've been." Not wait, no, that makes me sound like I'm part of it. No, I kind of need to tie up loose ends with him, so I need to know.
You see, he stands up from behind his desk and kind of starts to shift himself around the room towards the door.
No,
He
no,
goes,
trust.
that is
No,
not
no,
a
no, no,
symbol you
no.
should be drawing
I know.
inside
What
of
does
my
it mean?
office.
What does it mean?
That is not a symbol you should have tattooed
Sorry,
onto your arm.
I didn't have it tattooed on purpose.
Guards!
Oh
And he
God,
calls out into the hallway, and
that's a bit dumb there.
6 or 7 guards march into the room,
Ooh.
weapons drawn. Uh, uh, these This is a concern. Can we have this room just secure for a moment whilst so that I can discuss? I just need some people in here in case. I don't know. This is concerning me.
Look, I'm.
And considering it's 10 o'clock, that's exactly where we're going to leave it until next week.
Could have just left as soon as we got that information.
I feel like all of Switch's work trying to make the group less murder hobo-y has fallen on deaf ears.
Which is weird because the murder hobo died. And it's just, yeah, clearly the
Yeah, and
essence of Brennan.
was replaced with a chaos murder hobo.
Yes.
Okay.
The
It's just all the night back Brannon died, we just went and killed everyone.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, the night Brannon died, Sean Shifty and Erin went and burnt down an entire warehouse full of the Perino family. And
Yeah.
then the night after, the 4 of them went and killed. Well, the night after that is when you guys went to Lord Kincaid's house and killed him and his people.
And
Okay.
yeah, we haven't killed a lot of men or
I feel
people.
like I want to slap Aaron back in the head saying he should be keeping that a secret and suddenly like revealing it to someone.
Oh, we will see what revealing that to the town master of the town you live in has done next week.
I thought I trusted him.
He'd literally just told you about how awful it would be if there were followers of Asmodeus in the town. And
I'm
what
not
would
a
happen.
follower of him. I'm not
You
a
have
follower
his
of him.
symbol tattooed on your arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to explain to him.
Yeah. Oh, this is probably 15, 20 minutes.
Great. Why?
But I missed the start of next week again.
That's cool. You would probably think you have about half an hour on your charm person left, Ellie.
Ah.
Oh.
To be clear, for those of you that don't know, once charm person ends, the people that you charmed know they were charmed.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
wanted to get in and out and get out of the town before it finished.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get out of town or get out of anywhere now.
Sorry.
It's all good. Right, I'm gonna head off. That was good. I'll see you next week.
Welcome back, Charlie.
Catch you later as well.
I'm not sure it was a good idea for me to come back. The chaos. Right. Yeah. See you soon.
See you later.
Oh, Cody's already disappeared, I
Nah,
think.
that was Shane. Shane left.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, that's surprising.
See you later,
Hi,
Cody.
guys.